Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve one problem from admission chapter, and this is one of the third method video, which is memorandum revaluation account problem. Okay, and in this problem, we are going to also learn about the goodwill computation. So in this problem, goodwill is not directly given. Some problems there might be a hidden goodwill that we'll find out by adjusting the existing capital and total capital required, and those method we use. But here directly they are given with the last 3 years profits. We have to they asked us to weight average it and multiply with the number of years of purchase. We'll get the goodwill, right? So we'll do that. Okay, let's quickly read the problem. Okay, that is A and B. Okay, old PSR is what? 2:1. Balance sheet given. Okay, capital accounts, capital is 8 lakh, 4 lakh. Okay, right. Then reserves given. Reserves has to be distributed to old partners. Then sundry creditors given, bills payable given, then plant and machinery, buildings, sundry debtors, stock, cash, everything has been given, right? Then the partnership firm has admitted 2 new partners. So there are 2 new partners who are P and Q. Okay, new. And they are given with the goodwill information, 2 years of purchase, weighted average profit, last 3 years profit has been given. Okay, let's find out. And revaluation details has been given, plant and machinery reduced, building revalued, and unrecorded liability of 10,000. The new profit sharing ratio is given, new PSR, which is 3:2:1:1. Okay, right. Then the value of reserves and the value of liabilities and the value of assets other than cash, everything other than cash should not be altered. So what they are saying is, other than cash, you don't show anything that is altered. So in the balance sheet also, we should not show anything altered. So that's why we are reversing the revaluation. That's why we are preparing the working paper of revaluation account, memorandum revaluation account. I hope you guys understand. So in the existing partners have felt that they doesn't want to revalued assets shown in the books. So they want to reverse it. So the first thing is, we have to apportion it to the old partners. Then we have to reverse it by the new partners. Okay. So whatever the gain they are getting out of the existing revaluation, they will be splitted to the new partners, old partners, and the new partners will get the initial loss of splitting the revaluation that I'll show you while solving the problem. Okay, you will get confused if I say in words only. Okay, then what else given? P and Q were to bring capital equal to the share of profit, considering B's capital as base. Okay, after all adjustments. So we have to take the 4 lakh as the base, and 2 by 7 is the 2 by 7 is the share for 4 lakh. Then what for 1? Okay, that's we have to find out, and we are going to find out the P and Q's capital, right? That's what they have given here. So let's quickly solve the problem. The first thing, whenever we are starting with the partnership, what we have to do? Calculation of sacrificing ratio, right? How? Old PSR, new PSR, sacrificing ratio. A, B, C. Okay, what's the old PSR? 2:1. P. What's the new PSR? 3 by 7, 2 by 7, 1 by 7. 1 by 7 is the new PSR. Okay, then let's do the LCM part. 14 minus 9, 21. 6, sorry, 7 minus 6, 21 minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 7. Okay, 5 by 21, 1 by 21. This would be minus 3 by 21 minus 3 by 21. Okay, so the sacrificing ratio is 5:1. The gaining ratio is 3:3, right? Okay, we found out the sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. Next step is we need to find out the goodwill, right? Okay, how to calculate the goodwill? Goodwill is equal to, in this method they ask for weighted average, so weighted average profit into number of years of purchase, right? What's the weighted average profit? How to calculate? First, what are all the profits we have, and then what's their weights? Multiply this, we'll get the weighted average profit. Okay, how many years has been given? 2020, 2022, 21, 2022. What's the profits? 37, 40, 45. Okay, let us here get the most highest weight. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. So what's the weight? 37,000, multiply it, 80,000, and then 45 into 3, which is 1,35,000. So total it 2,52,000. So what's the weight? Weight is 6. So what's the weighted average profit? 2,52,000 divided by 6, which is rupees 42,000 is the weighted average profit. Okay, what's the number of years of purchase? Number of years of purchase is 2 years. Okay, number of years of purchase is 2 years. So goodwill is equal to 42,000 into 2 years of purchase, right? So 84,000 is the goodwill. Okay, now we have to compute for P and Q. Okay, how can we calculate the goodwill, which is sacrificable by the A and B and gainable by the P and Q? Okay, so who will be paying to who? Obviously the gaining partners will be paying to the losing partners, which is sacrificing partners, right? So P's capital account, debit Q's capital account, debit overall the sacrificing partners A's capital account to B's capital account. Okay, now we'll calculate the values. So P's capital is, how to calculate the P's goodwill, P's share of goodwill, 84,000 into 3 by 21. 84,000 into 3 by 21. Which is 12,000 is the share of P. Okay, what's the share of Q? Q also same, 84,000 into 3 by 21. 12,000 is going to get worth of goodwill. Then what about P? How much is A sacrificing is 5. 84,000 into 5 by 21 is sacrificed by A. Okay, 84,000 into 5 divided by 21, which is 20,000 is sacrificed by A, and he is getting paid by 20,000. 84,000 into 1 by 21 is the sacrifice value of B into 1 by 21, which is 4,000 worth of goodwill has been sacrificed, and he get paid with that amount. So this is the entry. So why we have not neutralized the ratio and calculated with the 21 value? Because A and B are existing partners, right? A and B are existing partners. Okay, this is the total goodwill amount. If we exhausted the all goodwill amounts to these two partners, there won't be any share for the existing partners, right? So for example, 84,000 is the 84,000 is the total goodwill. If I use 3:3 ratio, okay, 3 for P and PU, then he will take 3 by 6th share of 84,000, and he will take 3 by 6th share of Q share. Okay, so what for A and B? For that we taken the 21 as the base value, and the entire 21 is for all the partners, and the 3:3 is the sacrificing ratio of P and Q. Okay, so the total goodwill is 21. In that, out of 21, 3 taken by P and 3 taken by Q. Okay, right? Balance 15 amount of goodwill is kept by the A and B. Okay, 3 taken by P, 3 taken by Q. Balance 15 worth of goodwill has been kept by the A and B. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the thing we have to understand. This is the nuances under this calculations. Okay, so now we are done with the goodwill also, right? Now we can directly proceed with the revaluation account. That's a memorandum revaluation. Okay, step 3. Okay, memorandum revaluation. Only 3 things have been revalued, which is building. Building increased by 1,01,000. 1,11,000. Okay, 1,11,000. Unrecorded liability is 10,000. Building. $1,11,000. Okay. Unrecorded liability is 10,000. 2. Unrecorded liability, which is 10,000, right? Reduce the balance of revaluation. Then what else? Plant and machinery reduced by 10%. So plant and machinery has been reduced to plant and machinery at 10% of how much? 10% of 5 lakhs, which is 50,000, is the revaluation. Okay, anything has been revalued, only 3 things, right? Plant and machinery. Value of stock also reduced by 10%. Stock is 3 lakhs. Okay, 2 stock at 10%, which is 30,000, right? Stock revalued, plant and machinery revalued, building revalued, unrecorded liability done. Everything is done, so we can proceed with the balancing. Okay, so much we have 90,000 here. So 2 partners capital account, A, B. Okay, what's the A share? Whole PSR. Whole PSR is 2:1, right? So 1,11,000 minus totally 90,000, which is 21,000. 21,000 into whole PSR 2/3, 1/3. Okay, initial loss has been faced by the initially it was revalued and taken by the partners capital, and then it was been transferred to all the partners. Okay, to get the share of revaluation. 7,000. That's it. Balancing figure. Then whatever we have done, we have to reverse it now. We are going to reverse it. So how can we reverse it? By unrecorded liability 10,000 to buildings, which is 1,11,000, by plant and machinery, which is 50,000, by stock, which is 30,000, by pot. Then that's it, right? So all the things have been entered. Now we have to do the same thing, but for all partners here. When we are doing it for all the partners, the loss has been splitted to all the partners, right? The loss has been splitted to all the partners. Net of we'll get the some loss, right? So that will be taken over by A and B itself. Okay, we'll see. So 21,000 is the base for all, into 3 by 7, into 2 by 7, into 1 by 7, into 1 by 7. Okay, it's a new profit ratio, right? Yes. $9,000, 6,000, so by 7, which is 3,000, 3,000. Okay, initially he has taken the loss of 14,000. Then when it has been transferred to all the partners, his loss has been reduced by 9,000 and it has been taken over by A and B. So this is how we have to revalue and reverse the revaluation. So it's done. We can directly go to the partners capital account now. A, B, P, Q. A, B, P, Q. Okay, right. The first thing, always what the first thing should come here? Capitals. How much is the capital? 8 lakh, 4 lakh. Right, 8 lakh, 4 lakh. Then revaluation balance. By revaluation to partners capital, which is 14,7,000. Right. This is a revaluation profit and it has been transferred to all the partners. Okay, this is not the loss, this is profit. Okay, now to revaluation, which is 9,000, 6,000, 3,000, 3,000, reversed with new, reversed at new profit sharing ratio. Then revaluation done. Reserves was there, right? Reserves was there. The second thing is reserves before revaluation also. Okay, the second thing is always reserves. Reserves is 5,25,000 and reserves also we have to reverse it. Okay, by reserves, which is 5,25,000, right? So 5,25,000 at 3:2. 3 by 5, which is 3,15,000, which is 2,10,000. Two reserves, which is 5,25,000 at 3:2:1:1. 3 by 7, which is 2,25,000. 1,50,000. Which is 75,000. Then 75,000. Right. Reserves transferred. Revaluation also transferred. Then what else? Obviously, he has paid for goodwill, so goodwill entry we can do that. So to A's partners to A's capital account first by P's capital account, which is 12,000. By Q's capital account. Okay, P paid 12,000 to A. Okay, and then Q paid balance 8,000 to A and the remaining 4,000 to B. Right, now to A's capital account to B's capital account. How much has been paid by P? P has paid rupees 12,000 and B has paid rupees 8,000 to A and 8,000 to A and 4,000 to B. Right. So this is the entry. I hope you guys have understood. The thing is, P has paid 12,000 for his goodwill, and A has sacrificed 20,000 worth of goodwill. So we have to partly pay the Q's capital to the A's account, right? So we have paid that 8,000, and then 4,000 has been sacrificed by B. So 4,000 has been paid to B also. Then from where it has to be reduced, from P's capital it has been reduced. It has to be reduced, 12,000 reduced, and then for A's capital of 8,000 has to be reduced from Q's capital. So 8,000 has been put here, and then B's capital also. B has also sacrificed for 4,000 worth of goodwill, so that has been added here. So that's it. Everything has been done. Now 4,07,000 plus 7,000 plus 2,10,000 minus 6,000 minus 1,50,000. Guys, we have wrongly misunderstood that the old PSR is 3:2. Old PSR is 2:1. Okay, when it is 2:1, this is 3,50,000. Okay, then it will be 1/3. So 1,75,000. So we have entered all the things. What's the balance things? P and Q has to bring the capital, right? So by bank account, how much they have brought, we have to take the B's capital as the base, right? In the question they have said. So working out. What's the B's capital as base? What's the B's so far capital? So far capital, how can we calculate? We have to adjust all this balance. Okay, and then we'll get the so far capital. Okay, so 4 lakh plus 7,000 plus 1,75,000 plus 4,000 minus 6,000 minus 1,50,000, which is 4,30,000 is the B so far capital. Okay, 4,30,000 is 2/7. What would be for 1? Then 4,30,000 into 2/7. It has to be go upright. So into 7/2. So 4,30,000 into 7 divisible by 2, which is 2. So 15,05,000 is the total capital required. 30,000 into 7 divided by 2. Okay, 15,05,000 is the total capital required. So what for A share and B share? Into 1/7 into 1/7, right? This will be 7, which is 2,50,000 is the capital of A, 2,50,000 is the capital of B. Okay, we found that 2,15,000 is the capitals. And let's see what they have given the questions. P and Q were to bring the capitals equal to the shares of profit considering B's capital as base after all adjustments. Okay, after all adjustments means this should be the closing capital. Okay, this should be closing capital. Okay, closing capital is then what would be? So balance carried down 2,15,000 is the closing capital. So then how much would be the by bank account, which should be the balancing figure. Okay, that's it. Let's quickly close the accounts and find out what the capital brought by the P and Q. Okay, so 8 lakh plus 14,000 plus 3,50,000 plus 12,000 plus 8,000 minus 9,000 minus 2,25,000, which is 9,50,000 is the closing capital of A. What would be the closing capital of B? 4 lakh plus 7,000 plus 1,75,000 plus 4,000 minus 6,000 minus 1,50,000. This is 4,30,000. Okay, then what's the balancing figure for P and Q? We don't have any balance, so whatever total of this amount, they have to bring that amount, that's it. So that would be the balancing figure, right? So 3,000 plus 75,000 plus 12,000, which is plus 2,15,000, should be 3,05,000 is the balancing figure. Then 3,000 plus 75,000 plus 8,000 plus 4,000, which is plus, this is also 3,05,000. That's it. We found the capital brought by P and Q. Then let's quickly, this is one of the unique adjustments given in the ICMA material, so you can follow this, you can get introduced to this adjustment also. Now let's prepare the balance sheet as on admission date. What's the admission date? Which is 1/1/23. Let's assume they haven't given a 1/1/23. Okay, they asked us to not consider the revaluation, so we are going to put the figures as it is. Okay, let's copy and paste there. So we are not going to take the revalued assets, so it would be only same as the book value. So plant and machinery 5 lakhs, building 9 lakhs, debtors 2,50,000, stock 3 lakh. Cash is, there is a change because they have said except cash, other than cash. So cash is 1,50,000. How much has been brought by P and Q? 3,50,000. Sorry, 3,05,000 plus 3,05,000, which is 1,50,000 plus 3,05,000 plus 3,05,000 is 7,60,000 is the capital. 50,000 plus. Okay, then what else? Capital of A, B, P, Q is how much? 950. 4,30,000, right? 4,30,000. Let's find out. 4 lakh plus 7,000 plus 1,75,000 plus 4,000 minus 6,000 minus 1,50,000. 4,30,000, guys. Okay. Right, 9,50,000. Right, okay. Let's total it. 9,50,000 plus 4,30,000 plus 215 comes around. Okay, total capital. What else? Reserves 5,25,000. What else? Sundry creditors, which is 2,75,000. What else? Bills payable 1 lakh. If we total it, it would be same. That's it. 5 lakh plus 9 lakh plus 2 lakh 50,000 plus 3 lakh plus 7 lakh 60,000, which is 27 lakh 10,000. It's the balance of asset side. 18 lakh 10,000 plus 5 lakh 25,000 plus 45,000 plus 1 lakh. That's it. It's tallied. So that's it. The problem is over. Let's quickly give a recap of what we have studied now. Okay. Since A and B has been planned to keep the values under the keep the value should not be altered. So we have revalued the account. So for that we have revalued and reversed. For that we have prepared the memorandum revaluation account. And old PSR is 2:1, new PSR is 2:3, 3:2:1:1. Okay, so we found out the first thing, always there should be the calculation of sacrificing ratio. We found the sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio, and goodwill information has been given. So we found out the goodwill value also, which is 84,000, and it has to be transferred to partners capital. It has to be transferred to all the new partners by the existing partners. The share is 3:3 by 21, 3/21, and 5/21, 1/21. The 21 reason I told this is because the 21 contains all the partners capital, all the partners goodwill. Okay. Then we prepared the memorandum revaluation, adjusted all the adjustments, and reversed the all adjustments, and then it has been reversed at the new PSR. Then capital account came. First thing always should be capital. Second thing always should be reverse. Third thing always should be revaluation. So reverse the revaluation. So then we have a goodwill share. Next comes the goodwill share. Then we have the new capital brought down, that we have found out that this is the new method. B's capital is the base. So we found out that the closing capital is 2,10,000. So what should be the capital brought down, which is 3,05,000. This is the balancing figure. So this is the new item you have to consider. Then we found out the balance sheet. So this consider the cash, which includes the new partners capital also. Then in the capital side also we have the new partners capital. So that's it. We have balanced the balance sheet. That's it. Thank you.